Hello everyone. So in previous video, we have learned control flows in Python, which includes conditional statements. What are conditional statements? Types of conditional statements like if statement, elif statement, else statement, nested conditional statements, and some practical examples. So what is if statement? Basically, it is a condition, and if that conditions is matched with the requirement, then what else it is mentioned inside that block of code, it gets executed. And else statement is if the if block does not execute, then the else cursor comes to else part and that gets executed. And elif is used for multiple conditioning. Okay, this is used for elif statement used for multiple conditioning. Then nested conditional statements, basically it is nothing but one if condition is inside another if condition, one if else condition is inside another if else condition. That is nested conditional statements. Then we have seen very interesting practical examples. Leap year. I have also mentioned you how to effectively solve your doubts, or if you have any doubts related to your work when you doing your something projects, you can always ask or use AI. There is nothing wrong in that. Okay. And we have also seen this determining the ticket price based on age and person is student or not. Also we have seen a user login system and a little introduction of loops, for loop. So in today's video we will proceed with further concepts of for loop, loops, and rest of the concepts. So let's begin. First of all, I want to make you clear this loop. When you will run this, see the number is starting from 10 and ending in 2, ending in 1, but it is all I've already told you that the number at which you want to end, always give +1 to that number. Okay, like I am ending this number at 2, so I will give -1 to the ending point because I am moving in backward, and -1, this -1 is used for skipping the numbers. Now if I use another for statement for I in range 10, 1, -2, so it will give me this same backward process, but skipping one number, skipping two numbers because -2. So 10, then 8, then 6, then 4, then 2. Now we will see a very interesting one, that is with strings. With strings, these are all with numbers, but now we will see with strings. Suppose str is equals to writing my name, then for I in str, then colon, print I. What will it we do? For I in str, I am saying for I in str, this is str, and I will iterate through the name that I have given in string inverted comma. This will the I will iterate each and every letter through this name, and it will print. So if I run this, you will see that every letter has been printed because I is executing through all the letters in this string, as I am running for loop, so it is being in a loop format. So this is all what about for loop. Now we will see while loop. While loop, what is while loop? While loop is continues to execute as long as the condition is true. Means the syntax is a little bit different than for loop. Count equals to 0, then I am writing while count is less than 5, print count equal to count plus 1. If I am saying that count is equals to 0 while count is less than 5, means as long as the count is less than 5, it will print the count, and after the count variable gets printed, the count will increase by 1 itself. When I will run this, see, first count is 0. So while count is less than 5, as long as count is less than 5, it will enter into this block. Then it will enter into this line. It is saying print count. So count is 0, it will print the count. Then count is equals to count plus 1. So 0 plus 1, it becomes 1. And count get updated. When count get updated, it again go to this, where it say then it again goes to this line of code where count is becomes 1. Then while count 1 is less than 5, then print count, 1 gets printed. Then again 1 was the previous value of count and plus 1 is being added, so it becomes 2. So again 2 is less than 5, so 2 is being printed, print count. Then old value was 2 and 1 is added to 2, so it becomes 3. 3 is less than 5, again 3 gets printed, and 3 was the previous value and it was being added by 1. It is being added by 1 plus 1, so it becomes 4. 4 is less than 5. Now 4 gets printed. After 4 gets printed, it goes into this line and counts where recent value is 4. When 4 is updated, 4 is increased by 1, it becomes 5. So 5 is not less than 5. That's why the loop gets executed till 4. So as long as the condition is true, the while loop continues to execute. As long this statement is true, the while loop continues to execute. Now there are some loop control statements. I will write for you loop control statements. First loop control statement is break. What is break? Break simply exits the loop permanently or prematurely. Suppose I write here break statement. Okay. Now writing for I in range, giving 1 comma or writing simply 10. It default start from 0 and ending at 9. If I equals to 5, break. Okay, then break, then print I. So when I run this, see, you can see for I in range 10. So range is from 0 to 10, but start from 0 ending at 9. Okay. Now if I is equals to 5, when I becomes 5, it will break. That at that time only loop will get break. It will get prematurely break. Means after that the loop will not continue. Loop will end there only. So 0, Okay, I is not equals to 5, so printing I. Then 1, I is not equals to 5, printing I 1. Then 2, then 3, then 4. Then when I is equals, then when 5 comes and I is equals to 5, if I is equals to 5, then it is entering into this block of if and breaking the loop. The loop ends here. So this is the purpose of break. Now the next statement of loop control is continue. What continue does? It skips the current iteration and continue with the next. It is not like break, but it skip the current or iteration and continues with the next. So if I modulus 2 equals to 0, as I have already told that this is used to check the even numbers. And how do you check the even numbers? Even numbers remainder is always 0 if you divide it by 2. So continue and print I. When I will run this, see, range is from 0 to 10. If you not write before 10 anything, only 10, then it is default is 0 to 10, and it will print from 0 to 9, 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, like this. Now if I is even, means if this I, suppose 1 is even or 2 is even, so it will enter into this code, this block of code. So 1 is not even, so 1 gets printed. Then when 2 comes, 2 is even, so it enters into this block of if code and continue. When continue is written there, simply it skips 2 and again I becomes 3. I again becomes 3, and I is not 3 is not even, so 3 gets printed. Again 4 comes, 4 is even, continue, 4 gets skips. So it skips the current iteration, like 4 is now the current I, so it gets into this block of if code because 4 is even and continue, so 4 gets skips. Now 5 comes, 5 is not in even, so 5 is getting printed, like this 7 and then 9. This is the purpose of continue statement. One more loop control statement is there, that is pass. Pass means it is a statement that is a null operation, means it does nothing. For I in range, I am showing you with an example. Let's say 5, and if I is equals to 5, then pass. After that, print I. So what will it do? It does nothing. 0 1 2 3 4. 5 means it will open like from 0 to 5, so 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, till 4 it will get executed. As I have already told you, the endpoint is +1, then the desired endpoint you have set in your mind or you want to execute. So 5 means the range will end till 4. So if I is equals to 5, pass. So print I. This is the purpose of pass statement. Now we will see, as in conditional statement we have seen nested conditional statement. In loop also there is a nested loop. There is called nested loop. Same purpose as we have seen in conditional statement, that one if else condition inside another if else condition. Here also one loop inside another loop. One for loop inside another for loop. Suppose I write for I in range 5, then inside this for loop I am again writing another for loop and taking the variable separate. This nested loop plays an very crucial role in pattern printing. Pattern printing is a bit tricky topic in Python, where you have to analyze the pattern and make logic according to that. Now run this. When I run this loop, see I in range, and for I is the outer loop, this is the inner loop. So when I is 0, j is also 0, I is 0, j is 1, I is 1, j is 0, I is 1, j is 1, I is 2, j is 0, I is 2, j is 1. So when I is 1, it is entering into this loop, and for j in range, so I becomes first 0 and j also becomes 0. Then I is 0 only and j is in range 2, so it becomes 1, so j becomes 1. Then again outer loop get increased by 1, so I becomes 1 and enter again into this loop, so I is 1 and j is 0. When I is 1, j is 1. Again it gets execute and end and goes into outer loop. Outer loops increase by 1, that is 1 equals to I equals to 2. Then enter into the inner loop. Then when I is 2, j is 0. When I is again 2, j is 1. And finally the loop get executed, because the outer loop range is from 0 to 3, and 3 means it will end at 2. Always remember the ending point which has been shown in the range. -1 from that will end at that point. 3 is given, it will end at 2. 2 is given, it will end at 1. If 5 is given, it will end at 4. And if it is written in this only 3 is written, then by default starting from 0. Oh, this is a nested loop, a loop inside a loop. Now it's time for examples, some examples that will help you to clear the concepts. So first example of while loop, using while loop. I am writing the problem statement. Calculate the sum of first n natural numbers using a while and for loop. Now creating a variable n equals to 10, then a sum variable initializing with a 0 and count initializing with 1. I will do the coding first, then I will make you understand how to think that I have to write sum and count and initialize with 0 and 1. So while count is less than equal to n, then sum plus equal to, or you can write sum equals to sum plus count. This is same as if you write sum plus equals to count. This is a very shorter format to write, and writing count plus plus, or you can write count plus 1, or also you can write count equals to count plus 1. This is same as count plus 1. So I am taking a variable count and saying that the count is less than equals to number. As long as the count is less than equals to number, you enter into this while loop, and sum plus equals to count means adding the count with sum, then increasing the count by one number. Suppose my n is 10, so it is 10, n is 10, and I have initialized count with 1. So 1 is less than equals to 10. So it enters into this loop, and my sum variable is initialized, I have initialized with 0. So sum is currently 0. When something added plus with 0, it remains the same number. So count is 1, 1 is less than 10, sum is 0, and 0 plus 1, 0 plus count is 1. So 0 plus 1 remains 1. Then count gets counts get increased by 1. So count now becomes 2. Remember, now count value is 2. 1 gets, then counts value become 2. See the question carefully that I have to print sum of first n natural number. Okay, so the code is not finished till now. I am showing you how it will execute. So now count is 2, 2 is less than 10, then count values becomes 2 and sum value was 1. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Then count values is 2, it becomes increased by 1 and becomes 3. 3 is less than 10, sum value is now 3. So 3 plus 3, it becomes 6. So sum value is 6 and count value is 3. Count gets increased by 1, it becomes 4. Like this process, it will move on, and after the condition gets ended, it will come out from the loop and I will print the sum, because sum has stored the first n natural number. Once I execute this, it will run. See 55. So this is the sum of first n natural number using while and for loop. Now I will show you this by for loop. This was while showing by while loop. Now I will show you by for loop. By for loop, it is much simpler, because simply I have to write my n number, that is 10, and a sum variable to initialize with 0. Then I will write the for loop syntax for I in a range, and suppose I am going to show the first 10 natural numbers sum. So I am writing the range up to 11. Then sum is equals to sum plus I. After that, getting out from the for loop block of code and printing my sum variable. When I will run this, see, it is giving same 55. So n equals to 10 and sum equals to 0. For I in range, I will at a time get one number, 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, like this. And at each time, the I will get added to the sum. At first 0 plus 1, 1, sum value now is 1. Then 1 plus 2, I gets 2, then 2 plus 1 becomes 3. So sum current value is 3. Then when I becomes 3, some current value is 3, both gets added, it becomes 6, and like that it will go until the for loop ends. Once the for loop gets ends, it will move out from the for loop block of code, and it will print the sum. So this is the sum of first, this is how you can calculate the sum of first in natural number using a while and a for loop. It seems easy using for loop, but when you will move further, or when you will learn further regarding time complexity and all that, at that time while loop is the best practice to solve the sum of calculate the sum of first n natural number. Another example I want to show you, that is example prime numbers between 1 and 100. Now what are prime numbers? Prime numbers are nothing but the numbers which can be divisible by only itself and nor by 2. That is that are prime number, like 2, 5, 7, 11. These are all prime numbers. For num in range, I am doing it using for loop syntax. Num in a range 1,101, starting from 1 and ending at 100. So I have to give 101 ending point. Now if num is greater than 1, then one for loop again inside this for loop. So this is basically working as a nested loop. So for I in range and 2 comma num, now if num modulus I is equals to 0, so I am checking here the condition, that is the number divisible by itself. If the number is divisible by itself, it will break here. Else print num. So you will see prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, like all that till 100. Means till 100, between 100, 1 and 100, what are the prime numbers? You can see, you are able to see. So I will explain you this code. For num in range 1, 101, starting point 1 and ending point 101, so ending at 100. Now if num is greater than 1, so in this for loop, num like 1, 2, 3, like if 1 is greater than 1, no, 1 is not greater than 1. So if 2 is, now num gets 2, when 2 is greater than 1, it will enter in this if block, and this for loop will get executed. Now 2 is greater than 1, so for I in range 2 comma num, so 2 comma 2, starting point 2 and ending point also 2, so 2 is divisible by 2 equals to 0, so 2 is divisible by 2, so it is getting break. Once it break, this for loop gets ended. Again it's go to the outer loop, and now num becomes 3. So 3 is greater than 1. Yes, 3 is greater than 1. For I in range 2 comma num, so num is 3. Now 2 comma 3, so num is 3 and 3 divisible by 1. 3 divisible by modulus 1 is not equals to 0, so it will not break. It will go to the else part. When it will go to the else part, it will print that num, so 3 will get printed. Again it will go to the outer part, and when num becomes 4, 4 is greater than 1. For I in range 2 comma 4, so I will start executing starting point 2 and ending point 4. Like this, the for loop will execute and one by one the number will get printed. Prime number will get printed. So this is example of prime numbers between 1 and 100 using for loop. In conclusion, I want to tell you that loops are powerful constructs in Python that allow you to execute a block of code multiple times. By understanding these all concepts using for and while loop along with some loop control statements like break, continue and pass, you can handle a wide range of programming tasks efficiently. So this is all about loop. Now I will proceed further to lists. I will create a new file list.py. So what is list? List are nothing but an ordered mutable collection of items. Now you might be thinking of that, what is mutable? Mutable is a new term for you all. So mutable is nothing but the item or the type which we can change, which can be changeable. So that is known as mutable. So list are ordered and a mutable collection of items that where the items can be changed later on. They can contain items of different data types. So it can be integer, float, string, any of the data types it can contain. Now for list we use this square bracket symbol. You have to remember the list syntax. List means the bracket symbol, and if I type print type lst, so it will give me class lst list. So this is a list. Now creating a variable, creating a list where I am writing all the names. Different, I am entering different data type. Okay, entering number also, integer. I will print names. So the you see the list is getting printed, names and all the integers. Another list I will create, that will be a mixed list where it will contain string, integer, float, then boolean and all that. One hello, then entering a float, let's say 3.14 comma and boolean one true. Now if I print mixed list, it will get printed, it will get run. See, now how to access the items or how to access the list elements. Accessing the list elements, it's very easy to access the list elements. Simply you have to, first I am creating a list of fruits. Now fruits like apple, then banana, let's say cherry, kiwi, guava, these all are fruits. Now I am printing fruits, the list I have created, and square bracket and writing the zero ending. This means 0, the indexing. This one is 0, then 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is known as indexing. It is always remember that the first element in the list start with 0. This is index 0, but position is 1. Indexing and positions are different. Position is 1, but indexing is 0. So apple is in position 1 and index 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if I print fruits 0, it will give me apple. If I copy and pasting this and writing, let's say 2, so it will print me apple, cherry, 0, 1, 2. So cherry and apple, 0, 2. Now writing a different, let's say -1. What will -1 give? -1 will give guava. So 0 is apple, 2 is cherry, 3, 4. But 4 is guava. Why -1 is giving guava? If you count it in a backward, always in backward order, always start with -1, negative sign. So this is -1, then -2, then -3, -4 and -5. In backward case, it does not start with 0. It starts start from -1, -2, -3, -4 and -5. That's why it is giving guava. Now if I print in a different manner, like the manner I have shown you in pattern I have shown you in the for loop one, but using a semicolon or a colon. Now 1 colon and writing nothing. So will it print? It will print. See, banana, cherry, kiwi, guava. So from 1, starting from 1, apple is 0 at index 0. So banana is at index 1. So starting from banana and ending and till how much the list is there, it will print from up to that much. Now if I print and again write fruits and give the indexing like this, 1 is colon 3. So what it will print? It will print banana and cherry. This logic is same that I have taught you in for loop, that 0, 1, 1 is banana and 2 and 3. But 3 kiwi, it is not getting printed because the range which is given here, that is 1 up 1 then colon 3, starting from 1 and ending at 2. Always remember the end point which has been updated or given in the print or print statement. -1 from that 3 is given, it will end at index 2 position. 5 is given, it will end at index 4 position. So this is the same logic as in for loop. Now how to modify list elements. Modifying list elements. If I write fruits, then 1, index 1 I want to change the fruit name. I want to give it name watermelon. Now if I print fruits, it will see, you can see at index 1 position it is banana. So when I run this, the banana gets modified and converted into watermelon. Now there are various type of list methods. First one, the append method. So if I write fruits dot append, let's say orange, this method add an item to an end. What is this function of this append method? Add the element to its end. So now if I print fruits, you will see that orange has been added at the end, means after guava orange will come. So this is the function of append method. Another method is insert. If I write fruits dot insert, first in insert, giving a bracket, in first I have to write the at which position I will insert and what I will insert. So first I have to give the position at which position I will insert, as I have already told you that position and indexing are different. So if I want to insert at position 2, that is banana, and that in that position I will write 2 and give a comma. After giving a comma, you have to write what you will insert, means what is the name of the thing that you will insert. Suppose I write grapes, and after writing I will print and show you the updated fruits list. Once it gets runs, see apple, banana and grapes. So grapes gets added at index 2. So insert at position 2. So 0, 1, 2 grapes is getting updated at index 2. So in insert, first you have to write the index position where you have to give insert the thing, and second, after giving a comma, the thing name that you have to insert. So you can see the fruits get updated and the new item get insert. Now if I run this, see grapes is there. So now I want to remove it. If I want to remove it, simply fruits dot remove, writing remove, and in remove I want to enter the fruits name that I want to remove from the list. Suppose I am writing remove grapes, remove in inverted comma, writing grapes, and printing fruits. So you will see grapes is removed. See, first list, this is the inserted one where I have inserted grapes, and second one I have removed the grapes. So this is what the remove function does. Then if I write remove and return the last element, I'm going to show you how to remove and return the last element. Creating a variable popped fruits is equal to fruits dot pop. This pop functions to remove and return the last element. If I print popped fruits and then again printing fruits, what it will do? First I want to comment this out, and again I want to run to see apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, but where is guava? So popped fruits equals to fruits dot pop. So it is removing the last element, and when I print popped fruits, it is printing apple, banana, cherry, kiwi, And when I'm printing the fruits, the list is also getting updated, and it is the guava has been removed from the list. So pop remove the last element from the list. Now if I want to know the index of any fruits in my list, simply I will write index equals to fruits dot index, and write suppose say cherry. I want to know the position of index of cherry, and printing the index. Say it's 2, 0, 1, 2. Cherry is in index 2. Now I want to insert one more fruits, and that fruit I am going to insert at index 2, and fruit name insert banana. But why I am inserting banana again? Banana is already present in the list. I am doing it on a purpose because I want to show you the function of count. What does the count function do? If I print fruits dot count, and what I will count number of banana. So when I will print, I will delete it, and when I will print, see it is giving 2. Banana is there in 2. Now if I again print fruits, print it, see banana and banana, there are 2 bananas, so that's why it is giving count banana 1 2. So this is the function of count. Now fruits, the list I have made it fruits is in unsorted order or in sorted order. Now how to check or how to make it sorted? Simply you have to write fruits dot sort. If you have write it, once you run, the fruits will get sorted, and print fruits dot sort. Now run. See, the first list which I have created at first was apple, then banana, then cherry, then kiwi, then guava. When I have sorted the list fruits, it becomes the order gets changed, and when the fruits get printed after sorting, you can see guava becomes the second last element in the fruits list, and kiwi becomes the last element. This is what known as sort. It always, the sort function always orders the list in an ascending order. You can also reverse the order of the list by using the reverse function. This all are inbuilt function of list. Now if you print fruits, you can see the printing order gets changed. See, guava came first, then kiwi, then cherry, then banana, then apple. So this is the reverse order and function of reverse. Now if I want to empty and delete all the elements which are in fruits, simply I will write fruits dot clear and print fruits. You will see that all the elements get removed, and see this, This means an empty list. Then list is null. There is no elements in the list. So this is the function of clear. Now I will show you slicing in list. What is slicing? Suppose I created a variable of creating a list of numbers and inserting all the integer value in that list. Once I creating the list, I am printing, then writing the list name numbers and 2:5. Now if I run, so 0, 1, 2. 2 is the starting point, 3 ending at 4. 5 I have written because I want to end at 4. So 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. So it will not get printed up to this 3, 4, 5 will get printed. Same logic as I have taught you in the previous this one, and same concept as the for loop, that range 1. Now there is a shortcut for reversing the numbers. Now if I print and write numbers, then colon -1, I have to give here a square bracket. So this will reverse the order of the numbers list. See, first 1, then 2, then 3, then up to 10 was there, that it get reversed. That 10 comes first, then 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is how you can reverse the list. In loop, we have seen that there was a skip format was there. Means there was a starting and ending point, and rest of and other than that, skip number was that how many numbers it will skip and end or start between these numbers. So for that you have to write print, then numbers, then square bracket. Suppose I want to start from 2 and end at 9, and how many numbers it will skip? Let's say 2. When I will run, you can see 3, 5, 7, 9. So starting from 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 is index 2, then I am ending at 9. So 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it will end at this position at 8, and skipping 2 numbers. So 3 to 4 one skip, 4 to 5 another skip. So 5 is getting printed and 3 is getting printed. Then 5 to 6 one skip, and 6 to 7 one skip. So 7 is getting printed. Then 7 to 8 one skip, 8 to 9 another skip, and 9 is the ending point. So same as logic in loop. Now I will show mixed concepts of loop and list, that is known as iterating over list. How to iterate over list? If you write for number in numbers and semicolon, then print number. When you write this statement, see the for loop starts iterating over the list. So this is known as iterating over the list. There is one more important thing to learn, that is how to iterate over indexing. Means as I have already told you that indexing always start with 0, but once you see it will be more clear for all of you. For that I have to write that code how to iterate over indexing. So if you write for index comma number in enumerate, don't worry about the things that syntax about that I'm writing. Just this is for understanding the indexing that's starting from 0 number. Then if I run it, see 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So left hand side this is the indexing and right hand side is the numbers that present in list, and for loop is iterating over that. So 1 is at index 0, 2 is at index 1, 3 is at index 2, up to here 7 is to 6, and 9 is index 10, 8, and 10 is at index 9. So this what I am talking about. This is what the thing I am talking about, the indexing. So it is now clear for all of you, the indexing part. Now moving further in list, one very important thing in list called as list comprehension. List comprehension means, suppose I am writing and creating an empty list and iterating, or let's say creating a for loop range giving 10, then I am writing list dot append function. Append, what does it? It adds an element to its end, and appending what to the list? The square of the number. Then print list. Now to add simply the square of the number in a list, I am writing 3 lines of code. 3 lines of code, and printing also. I am counting the printing also. Also this for loop. So if I run this, it will work. It will get added the squares. But what should I? But what? Why should I do with this process? This is a very long method. Here comes the function of list comprehension. In one line, you can write that if I write result equals to square bracket x asterisk asterisk 2, star symbol is known as asterisk, as I have already told you, and for x in range, giving the range up to 9, so means it will end at 9, that's why I am giving at 10, and print the result. So when I will running this, not record of this also, when I am running this, see result is the empty list where all the square number is getting added, and it is being executed only in 2 lines. Printing I am not counting, then it is only in 1 line. Time gets reduced, memory gets reduced, execution gets fast, complication becomes easy. So this might be seem for you that squaring the squares into an empty list is a very easy task, so I will do with the follow. But later on, when you will do some complex tasks, at that time list comprehension will be a very handful or very useful, a very efficient way to use. In that case, it will makes your task easy. So list comprehension, basic syntax, expression for item in iterable with conditional logic, expression for item in iterable if condition, and nested list comprehension, expression for item 1 in iterable 1 for item 2 in iterable 2. Now this was the basic syntax. Now if I show you one by one, you can also add conditions here and all that. So it is a very useful one, list. So this is what basic list comprehension. Now I will show you list comprehension with condition. Suppose I am creating a list of even numbers equals to, and entering a for num in range, and let's say up to 9 I want to give. Then if num modulus 2 equals to 0, so all the even numbers will get even list of even numbers will get print. Let's run and hope it will. Yes, it is run. 0 2 4 6 8, all the even numbers up to 9. Okay, so this is the list comprehension with giving condition. Now I want to show you one more, that is nested list comprehension. Now it might be seem a little bit tricky or a little bit get over your head, but focus here. I will make it easy for you to understand. So nested list comprehension, LST1 equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and LST2 equals to giving all the strings B, C, then D. Okay, up to D I am giving. Pair, it is a variable name, I am writing pair. Okay, I comma J. Okay, for I in LST1, for J in LST2, print pair. If I run this, you can see 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, then 2A, 2B, 2C, 2C, then 3A, 3C. It is a pair. It is giving in pair. What I have basically done is I comma j, creating a variable I comma j for for loop. Then it is in this format. See the format I want to show you, that this is I, this is j, this is I, this is j. So first I am creating the format I want to and print the pair and the variable name I want to give. So giving I comma j, then first loop I is for LST1, that's why it's printing I in place of I, the numbers are getting printed, and in the j place the letters are getting printed. So in pair it's getting printed. So this is what list, a nested list comprehension is here. And this brings us to an end of list. So list comprehensions are a powerful and concise way to create list in Python. They are compact and a syntax of list comprehension will help you to write cleaner and more efficient Python code. Okay, so commenting out this, and okay, this is also I am commenting out this one also. All the things that I have shown you is here only, so don't worry, I will give you all the notes in my description. Yeah, so for now up to list, I am holding it up to list only. Then there are tuples, dictionary, and set. Three data types are there. Then we will complete this data structures part. This all comes under data structure part. List, tuple, set, dictionary. This all comes under data structures part. So the section data structure will be completed, and then we will move into very interesting topic, that is function. So have some patience. I will move slowly and make you understand. If any doubt you are facing or any problem you are facing, you can comment box is always open. You can comment there, and I will provide you with my handbook also in the link. And that's for all. See you in the next video. Thank you.